Since the Battle of Naboo, the Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic Sheev Palpatine had observed the Jedi Anakin Skywalker with a fastidious obsession. The secret Sith Lord knew that Anakin was immensely gifted in the Force, and preyed upon Anakin's frustrations with his master Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Jedi Council. The Chancellor continued to be a mentor to the Jedi Knight throughout his years of training, and as the Clone War that he had started reached its apex, he used his influence on the Jedi Knight. Aboard the flagship of the cyborg General Grievous, the Chancellor had staged his own capture, and testing the Jedi's abilities to become his future apprentice, Anakin managed to disarm the famed duellist Dooku. The Jedi felt conflicted between his teachings and the words of Palpatine, but the Chancellor had exerted enough of his influence to get Anakin to kill the Sith apprentice. The death of Dooku escalated another set of decisions by the Jedi Council that happened to play perfectly into Palpatine's hands, as they do not grant Anakin the rank of Master, despite being presented with a seat on the Council as Palpatine's representative. This does not help Anakin's loyalty to the Jedi, with his nightmares about his wife Padme Amidala dying in childbirth at the forefront of his mind. After being given the mission to spy on his friend, Anakin is invited to the Galaxies Opera House in the entertainment district of Coruscant's galactic city, and as they watch the Mon Calamari Ballet Performance, Palpatine begins to tell the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Rather than being a Sith legend, it was actually his own memories of killing Plagueis, but Anakin was too engrossed in the story to realise that his friend was the Sith. Palpatine then remarked that it was ironic that Plagueis could save others and not himself, as Anakin sought to learn the powers to save others from death, namely Padme. But what if Palpatine had not referred to the tragedy as ironic? How would it influence Anakin? As you're going to see, one word could have changed the landscape of the galaxy. As Anakin absorbed every word of his mentor, the thoughts of the Jedi Knight turned to the nightmares of Padme. From what Palpatine was telling him, this Plagueis could be the answer to saving Padme, but he had been disappointed to hear that he had been killed by his apprentice. The Jedi Knight asked Palpatine if the apprentice still lived, as he had learnt all of the abilities from Plagueis, and the Chancellor told him that he was not aware that he had died. The Jedi Knight left the Opera House with more questions, and he entered the Council chamber looking visibly distracted. Obi-Wan is nominated by the Council to find Grievous, but Anakin is only focused on saving Padme, and his conflict is detected by his master. Obi-Wan orders Anakin to stay patient and wait for him to complete his mission on Utapau, and the Jedi Knight bowed to his master before they parted ways. Anakin thought about the tale of Plagueis and ran off to the Jedi archives in a bid to search for the mysterious apprentice, but as Palpatine had told him, it was not something the Jedi would teach. Anakin trudged out of the temple when he received a transmission from Padme asking him to return to her apartment. The Jedi quickly arrived in his speeder, and at Padme's insistence, he told her what had happened at the Galaxy's Opera House. Padme looked at the skyline of Coruscant, scarcely believing what she was hearing, then accused the Chancellor of trying to manipulate Anakin. The Jedi Knight could not believe what he was hearing, and after arguing over Palpatine, R2-D2 slid to the balcony and stunned Anakin. Padme realised that Anakin would be furious when he awoke, and as she was worried about leaving him unguarded, she asked her guards to take him to the closest cell they could find. Padme took the speeder that Anakin had left behind, and the Senator flew into the temple hangar as the Master of the Order Mace Windu had arrived. Padme revealed what Anakin had told her, and the Jedi Master requested for the cell to be guarded by the clones, as he gathered a select group of Masters to arrest the Chancellor. As Padme returned to her apartment to talk to Senator Organa, Windu Agan Kolar Kip Vistone Sazy Tin entered into a Republic gunship and landed outside of the Chancellor's office. Palpatine turned around in his seat to the sound of his doors opening, and he knew that the Jedi had figured out his secret. To his concern, he could not sense Anakin, and igniting his blade, he threw it backwards at the window, then jumped. The Jedi tried to find him in the night of Coruscant, but he had taken possession of a civilian speeder before landing on the surface of the planet. In a maze of narrow streets, Palpatine executed Order 66, then instructed the clones to look for Anakin, as he then watched the chaos unfold. In the Chancellor's office, the 4 Jedi Masters continued to look for Palpatine when they felt something dangerous in the Force. The rapid wave of footsteps was followed by the clones pointing their blasters, and they ordered the Jedi that they needed to die as an enemy of the Republic. Windu raised an eyebrow in disapproval, and blasted them all into the walls of the area, then guided the masters to the ground below, before trying to reach Padme. The senator told them that she had not heard from a security force, since Order 66 had commenced, and they all knew that Palpatine had left to find Anakin. That is it for part 1 of What If Palpatine Never Said Ironic. If you'd like to see a part 2 soon, please like this video, turn on that notification bell, click that subscribe button on this channel, as well as on my other channel What If Films. And as always, leave a comment on what if you'd all like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.